got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Seahawks going up against the Browns. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
Throwing is Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. We've got a 3rd and 11. On third down, Wilson surveying the field. And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 2 yards to go here on third down. A give to the fullback on the dive. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and sneak it here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Holding, receiving team.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
On first down, Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now Wilson on second down. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down. They run with a power back. Rawls. Room here to run. Cut back, left sideline. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45.
Right, I have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw in film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff. So they decided they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the pass?
Pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Back to throw. Open man left side is Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing around really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come out here in the eye. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Browns a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Here's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. Still on his feet. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
First offense.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, I can see it. He's looked pretty good to this point. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
All right, here we go. Three, Leopard! Leopard!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. On 2nd down, Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Coming to you.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now Travis Coons on for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recover the fumble, but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front. last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So similar to last week, same story here. The number's not good again. And, you know, occasionally I'm watching him on these routes. They've got 1, sometimes 2 guys just draped all over.
I think they've got to figure out a way to get him a little bit of distance. You know, get him some space. Because as a space player, he's as agile as your normal slot back or your running back. Just get him out there. Give him a chance to run some one-on-one routes. He's really just a wide receiver playing tight end. Give him that opportunity. He hasn't been able to get that done in the last 2 weeks, though.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Now it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Wilson a give to Rolls. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up and give them some more space to gain yardage.
A 10th carry for Thomas Rolls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson drops it underneath for Rawls. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now it's Wilson, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown on the year. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did it?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. So a fumble on second down. They're able to maintain possession. Brings up third. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. We don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Here's Rawls. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost, and this guy gets...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson on second down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Eddie Goldman in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep and pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. In there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Yeah, you love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Kamale Correa from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So the second consecutive week here that he has been just a minor part of this offense. What's going on?
I think part of that is that defenses now view the tight end position as a major part of offenses. So they game plan for them. More double coverage. Sometimes they take a really good cover player and put him on the tight end as opposed to other positions. Because in the past, the tight end was really just guarded by safeties. And nowadays, it could be a safety, a corner, linebacker. Could be any one of those guys, and maybe more than one of those guys to try and take him out of the game. He's struggling for the second consecutive week.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Wilson will throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Wilson on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here we go with Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there was some...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard.